Hello everyone, you're watching Newegg TV. I'm Jennifer, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this Xbox One. Now, I know we're a little late on the unboxing thing. We had some previous commitments this week, and I also need to mention that this particular Xbox One I had to snatch from the sales floor as it was getting crowd surfed around and having pictures taken with it. I can't guarantee that it's going to be like a true first time unboxing. Actually, I can fully assure you that it is not. So we're just gonna play pretend right now like this is a completely sealed up, never touched Xbox One. Okay, so let's take everything out of the box. I'm undoing the stickers right now. Oh, there it goes. So inside, we open up this flap. In here, we've got some documentation, little quick setup guide, some warranty and safety information, and a redeemable code from Microsoft for Gold on Xbox One. Xbox Live Gold benefits. So there you go. I can't show you the back of the card because it has the code on it. When you open up your Xbox, that's what you get. On top here, I have the Xbox One Live Chat headset, which I'll go over in just a moment. We have some cables. Now I have an HDMI cable and the power supply cable. Coming out of the wrapping paper now, we have the controller. And I will go into some more details on this in a second, but you can get a quick close-up look of it here. Turn it around. Very simplified design on the Xbox controller. I really appreciate that. So we're going to take a closer look at that in a moment. Now we have the power brick. Ta-da! Over here. And the Kinect, which is included with the Xbox this time. I think that's pretty cool. I'll set that over here, talk a little bit about it. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the Kinect. But I will tell you some of the new features that it includes. All right, so now we're moving this cardboard tray. Underneath we have the unit itself. Just kind of carefully remove the foam here and here. And a little heavy. There we go. There she is. All right, taking a look now at just the gaming console itself, you can see that it has a lot of good ventilation on it. So this whole panel across the top, I'll tilt it up a little bit, you can take a closer look. Here is a fin array, and then also along both sides are this fin array to allow the processors to cool efficiently. Across the top on the other side, we have a gloss finish as well as the front, kind of giving it a interesting modern look with the matte versus the glossy. Now, an interesting feature of the front of this Xbox now is that there is no on-off switch really. There is just this nice capacitive touch on-off button here, which I don't have it plugged in, or I'd show you how it lights up. But you just run your finger over it to turn it on, run your finger over it to turn it off. And then over here we have the Blu-ray disc drive. Now, I did read in a spec analysis of this that Microsoft has designed the Xbox One to lay horizontally, which is why the feet are on the bottom, and that has something to do with the Blu-ray disc drive not really liking being stood up. So definitely this one is going to be a horizontal presentation just like this, which really isn't that big of a deal. I mean, we're all used to consoles and our Blu-ray players and other things sitting this way, so it shouldn't be too much. I just wanted you to note that. We have a sensor here for a remote, and then this is a USB 3.0 connector for charging your controller. Here we are having a look at the back of the Xbox One now. So here are all of our various ports. I'm going to start down here and go across the line. Here, of course, is where you'll be plugging in your power cable. Then we have HDMI out to television, which the sticker notes. And then you have an optical port here. And next to that is an HDMI in, so this can be from your cable box or maybe a receiver or something like that you want to route through the Xbox. 2 more USB 3.0 ports. Now this unit, it's kind of interesting that it comes with so many USB 3.0 ports. Microsoft says they do have plans in the future to allow you to be able to connect additional external storage on the device, but at the time of launch, it's still not capable of that. They were just kind of putting them in there as something for the future, so you can look forward to that once you've filled up the 500 gigabyte hard drive. And next to that, we have the Xbox Connect port, and after that there is a line out, and then also your Ethernet port here. In addition to the 500 gigabyte hard drive, you also get an 8 gigabyte x86 processor sourced from AMD to run all of your graphics. Here is the Xbox Connect that comes included standard with the Xbox One. Now the new Connect includes a wider field of view than the old Connect, and it can also recognize up to 6 players and some interesting biometrics about them. For instance, it can view up to 6 people, do face recognition on them, and then also it will be able to tell who is paying attention and who is not. So if it's a multiplayer game that relies on that sort of metric, it will be able to tell which players are more into the game and which aren't. Also, there is some game capability where it will be able to capture your face and then add your face or your physical characteristics to a character inside of the game, so you can actually see yourself playing the game. And that's really fascinating to me, just thinking about how far that type of technology has come in just a few years. It's pretty cool, and it's really nice that Xbox includes this standard. So let's move on now to the rest of the peripherals. First up, we have the controller. Now the new Xbox controller is sleeker and more lightweight than the old Xbox controller, and you can kind of see that as I just turn it around. It has this really nice smooth matte finish, a very, very smooth curvature to it that allows it to sit in the hands comfortably. It's kind of bottom weighted and very well balanced, so it doesn't fall forward or back. It's really even. Now the triggers down here actually have a nice trigger shape to them, and I feel like this kind of gives you a sense of security while you're gaming. You definitely know that your fingers are on it, they aren't going to slip off. You can actually put quite a bit of downward force on them if you have to, during intense gameplay. You're never going to miss that switch. And then up here we have on the bumpers kind of a mechanical feedback sound and feel to them, so that you can definitely get good feedback while you're in game. Again, when you're upping the game intensity, you can really feel it, hear it. There's a great connectivity between the physical aspect of what you're doing and playing the game. Having a look at the front now, you can take a look at, you've got your standard X, Y, A, and B buttons here. The other controls are configured a little bit differently this time, and also there's the addition of a picture-in-picture button, as well as some other menu options here. Similarly to the PS4, there is an option now where you can record game play and share it, and the Xbox actually does include some editing software that you can share it, as well as kind of a social media tool that allows you to see what other players are uploading and sharing, as well as what they're playing. And also, if they're watching TV while they're playing Xbox with the picture-in-picture feature, you can know what your friends are watching while they're playing games with you. I'm sure that will be a great conversation starter, or whatever. Anyway, moving on now. The Xbox Live headset here connects to the bottom via USB, so you can just stick it right in, and then you have mute and volume controls now added to the front of the controller. Keeping them at thumb's reach is very handy. And then the headset itself is very lightweight. You have a boom that can be lowered or raised, and it does have a little bit of padding on it. I actually, for reasons I can't say just yet, got to spend a lot of time wearing this yesterday, and it was pretty comfortable. I didn't feel any hot spots on my head. It didn't, squeeze or pinch anywhere, even though it is very simple in design compared to maybe some other peripheral headsets that we take a look at on the channel. So that will be a nice addition for extended gameplay. All right, well, I guess that takes care of this unboxing and overview of the new Xbox One. If you've liked this video or found it informational or helpful, please like it and subscribe to our various YouTube channels. Until next time, I'm Jennifer, and thank you for watching Newegg TV.